Good evening, everybody. Wesley, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing good. Isn't it like
Mhm.
finals week and stuff? Aren't you like stressed out of your mind?
Of course, but always. Uh, that's what school's for, right?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the point. Is to give you sort of like pointless menial tasks and stress you out of your mind and see if you can learn under those conditions.
Excellent. Well, mission accomplished then.
Fantastic. Um, so
It's
we're
been
gonna.
a while since we were
It
in
has
here.
it has been a minute. It's been a while since we streamed. We didn't stream last week because of the holiday. I was traveling on Tuesday, and then on Thursday, of course, was Thanksgiving, so not much we could do about that. But before that, it'd been a while since we streamed Satisfactory, and in the meantime, they've had a huge update, a huge Fixmas update, and I
Hmm.
haven't logged into the game at all since that happened. But one thing I noticed just while we were, getting the stream up and running, is if you look right over here, there's a sparkly a shiny thing on the ground. Oh, I should also mention,
Oh
we're only
yeah.
going to stream for about half an hour tonight, guys, because Wesley's got loads of homework. So we figured we'd hop on for a minute, but let him get back to it pretty soon. But let's go see what this is. I have no idea what they've added for the holiday stuff. So let's check it
It's
out.
surprising to me that they're still doing big updates. This game's been around for ages.
The game has, well, wow, it's huge. The game was in early access. Oh, stand by. Ada's talking.
Congratulations, you have found your first Fixmas gift package, which is, naturally, full of gifts, the basic part necessary for most Fixmas seasonal event activities. Don't forget to check the calendar or the map to see what you can do with these gifts. Or do forget, I don't care.
There you go. Well, so the
Dabble
game was in
into it.
early access like forever and ever, right? But
Yeah.
it's only been in its fully released state for a couple of weeks or a couple months maybe, right?
What? Really?
Yeah. The 1.0 came out. That's out. I bought the game when it came out in 1.0, which was like 2 or 3 months ago.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
And
I just assumed it had been years.
in fact, I thought I just heard that Satisfactory had won Game of the Year in
Oh,
the
look,
Game
there's another
Awards.
present coming down as we speak.
What? Where? You're right. With a parachute.
Anyway,
How
you said
cute.
you thought you heard Factorio was what now?
No, not Factorio. That Satisfactory won Game of the Year on the Game Awards show. I
Oh,
think that's
really?
true.
You're
Yeah,
kidding me.
I heard. I saw like the title. Hold on, let's listen to it.
Ho ho, oh whatever.
Yeah, Blue Tape said he bought this game for you like 5 years ago. Yeah, the early access it's been in EA for like literally like 4 years plus. Yeah, it's true. I don't know what all the Fixmas stuff is. Let's go research some of these presents. They're everywhere, Wesley. They're dropping presents all over the place. Look, Ada can say she doesn't care, but we know where these came from. She sent them.
A baby could have found this.
She's
That's true.
what they would call a teen today.
Yeah, which reminds me of season 2 of Fooly Cooley, because the main
Oh
character
yeah.
is assumed today. Yeah. Yeah, Blue Tape says, yeah, it came out early access in 2019. Yeah, literally 5 years ago. There you go.
Wow.
There you have it. Where's our ma'am? Oh, it's over here.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Fixmas holiday event. What do I need to do? Unlock this research tree to access this node. Right.
I gotta
Uh,
say, uh,
oh.
it is. It's a very tempting in this game to just run around and chop down trees.
Yeah. Feel free to do that. We probably are low on fuel.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I don't know. What state did we leave this in?
so okay, I remember where we were at. We have these 6 biofuel biofuel generators running over here. And they're stocked up with a pretty good supply of
Cool.
fuel, so they run for a while. But where we had gotten
Yeah,
to last
one of
time,
these belts behind him.
yeah, so if you remember, this constructor right here turns biomass into solid biofuel, and these two
Yeah.
back here turn leaves and wood into biomass, uh, respectively. Let's see, the one on the left is the leaves, and the one on the right is the wood. So you can load that stuff up in these two storage containers, like so, and it all just works. But where we were as far as progress was we had just sent our first package up the space elevator, completing phase 1? I think that's phase 1? Yeah, because phase 0 is
Like
the tutorial. What was that?
seems like a reasonable number.
Yeah. So now we have access to a bunch of stuff that we can work on unlocking in phase 2. Like really cool stuff. Like this is where the game starts, in my humble opinion, in the tier 3 and tier 4 technologies here, particularly with the coal power right here. I'm just going to go ahead and select
Uh,
it. Coal power is sweet because you see the miners in in Satisfactory, they never run out of resources, right? So if you park one of these on a coal node, it will just make coal for all time. And if you run that coal into a coal factory or a coal generator, it will just make electricity until forever. So that's kind of
I
nice.
haven't seen any cold patches though.
Yeah, we actually can't even scan for them yet, um, because it gets unlocked by researching uh, this research.
Mhm.
You see, it says scannable research. Jeez, I cannot talk tonight. Good heavens, scannable resource coal. So all we need is a bunch of cable and some rotors and some reinforced iron plates. We are making the reinforced iron plates and the rotors not at a prodigious rate, but we are making them. So maybe we could work on turning some of this stuff in and work towards the coal power here, which I think would be worthwhile. Yeah, really not at a prodigious rate at all. So I
I
currently
noticed
have.
we've got this
Sorry,
new
what?
lookout tower.
Yeah, we placed
Oh
that
yeah.
at some point or other.
I was just gonna build one to try and get to the top of this cliff. Um, but it doesn't even quite go halfway. That's a tall cliff.
Where are you at? Oh, you're on
Just
oh
right
my
at the back
goodness.
of the base here by the miners.
Oh yeah, I see sparkly little trails from presents all over the place. It's pretty cool. I can show you how to get to the top of that cliff if you'd like. Um, Come over here. Teach you
Oh,
the
there's
truth.
fall damage. You know,
Yeah, there is fall damage. Are you up there? Where are you?
I'm right by you.
Oh yeah, come here. Come here. So we're gonna grab some concrete here. And do I have any iron plates? Not really. Do you have any iron plates on you?
Um, let's see. Iron plates. Yeah, I've got 144.
Will you put them on the ground right here?
Oh, I right-clicked it, and now I have 72.
Well, that just splits the stack, I think. Oh, thank you. I could go grab some, but... Alright, so watch this. This is the way. This is the way. We find ourselves a nice foundation, a ramp, if you will, and we aim it at where we want to go, like this, and you put it in zoop mode, and you just go like this.
Oh,
Ta-da!
how very Fortnite.
Yeah, it is a little bit. I made it not quite tall enough. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Come on now. Fine.
Oh, really, we can just Skyrim it a bit.
Indeed. Here,
Oh
let's...
no! Oh,
give-
there's that fall damage again.
Indeed. Um, Blue Tape is wondering if you're planning on trimming some hedges with that chainsaw. And the answer ought to be yes, I think.
Yeah, that's what I've got it for.
All right. Got to trim those hedges.
So,
We...
if I remember correctly, You have played Skyrim but never really gotten into it?
Yeah, never got very far. Oh, hold on, Ada's talking.
A baby could have found this.
She said you already said that, Ada, you jerk.
Not worth the effort.
But yes, that's true. I've played it like I got to the first city. I beat the first dragon. Oh dear. I was trying to.
This is ridiculous.
I can't remember if I succeeded in saving up enough money to buy my house or not, but that's sort of what I was working towards. And I wanted to play like a two-hand sword, heavy armor wearing type of bro. But I sucked at smithing, and it was really hard to level up my skills, and I don't know, I gave up,
So,
basically.
Just get back to work.
am I right in assuming that Skyrim is the type of game that you would like to enjoy but just can't stick with?
Uh, yes. I think what killed me on Skyrim was like either just the slow
This
leveling
is
up of like my
ridiculous.
weapon and armor and smithing skills, or I just didn't understand how to do it efficiently, something like that.
Hmm.
And so I felt like I was
Well, it
like
is certainly
smithing like daggers over and over and over, and my skill wasn't moving, and I was like, I
yeah,
don't know.
that's certainly true. Skyrim's an odd one in that nothing about the game is particularly good, yet somehow it just all comes together so good.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I would never have the audacity to say that Skyrim is not a great game. I mean, it sold like 7 billion copies. I hear Christmas music, Leslie. Ah, it's because a present is coming down. There's so many presents. Ah, it landed with a thud. Sweet.
Just get back to work.
That's fun. Yeah, Skyrim's definitely a good game. I don't know. Do they have a multiplayer mod? Maybe we should play it together.
Uh, Technically, I think they do, but
But it's not very
it's
good.
pretty bad.
Yeah. Some games,
It's
I think it depends on how you like structure the code in the beginning. Like some you can be like, oh yeah, just put another player over there and copy all this, and there you go. Like it works. In other games, it's not so easy. So that's not even
the interesting thing is it took them 7 years after the release of Skyrim for them to announce that there would be a sequel.
Hmm.
Then that was 6 years ago.
What's the rush? They can just port it to like microwaves or something and sell another million copies. I wouldn't be in a hurry to make a sequel either.
Yeah.
They have it on everything,
Well,
right? Can't you play it on your phone? Is that true, or am I exaggerating?
I'm not sure if you can on your phone, but you can play it on a Nintendo Switch, and certainly a high-end phone is more powerful than a Nintendo Switch.
Right. And I mean, I was gonna say something snarky, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, I was gonna say that the graphics of Skyrim certainly look at home on the Switch hardware for sure.
Yeah, that's true. I was
Oh,
gonna say though that if you were ever to do solo streams, I wonder if that would be a great game for you. Because I would love to do solo streams one day, just because there are certain types of games that I would really love to play. Like I want to enjoy them, but I just can't, stick with them for long enough.
yeah.
And I wonder if streaming them would be like a good way to commit. I wonder if you could do that with Skyrim.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I don't know, Wes. I really have enjoyed greatly streaming with you. And so, like, okay, let me say, I have found streaming to be super fun and enjoyable. Like, I love it. But
Yeah.
it sounds not fun to do it without you. So I don't know.
Oh, really?
I'm not saying that I'm unwilling to do a solo stream, but when I think about doing it without you, I'm like, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think, Felipe? Would it be weird if Wes wasn't on here? Or if Wes just streamed and I wasn't on here? What do you think? Teresa's yelling from the other room that I can do it. Thank you, hon.
We're both in very
Love you.
busy stages of life as well.
Yeah.
That
Oh, Blue Tape doesn't think it'd be weird at all. I wonder, like I think I could do it if chat was, like, flying and I constantly had, like, something to read and respond to. But, it's just, like, us hanging out for the most part. I feel like I would struggle to know what to say if you weren't here. Like, I could talk to you forever, though. Like, we could talk about whatever, right?
Yeah, I
I
can
don't know.
definitely see where you're coming from. But, oh, man, there's this boar that just has it out for me.
A boar? Oh, don't put up with that. You gotta shock him right in the face. That's what you gotta do.
I ran away,
Oh, that works too.
but I got plenty of fuel. We should keep this factory running for a while off of this.
Oh, sweet. Um, I put in the title for the stream. Oh, Blue Tip says you probably just need to practice talking about what you're doing. Yeah, that's totally true. Because there are streamers that I watch, like Gaming on Caffeine, for example. He plays Minecraft he plays with Nick. This is Nick and Isaac Wesley. Um, Isaac's original channel was called Gaming on Caffeine. And I like to watch Nick and Isaac stream together because I think they're really funny. Um, but Isaac's solo stream is more successful. Like he gets way more views on the solo streams, and he just like narrates what he's doing. So
Really?
you're totally right, Blue Tape. I guess I just haven't practiced that. But I don't know. We should try it sometime for sure. You're right because, like you said, we're both super busy, and we should try it both ways. Maybe in the next couple of months, we should have me do a solo stream and then you run the stream by yourself. Would you want to run it on this channel, or do you want to make your own channel, Wes?
I might make my own channel.
Yeah,
Maybe even do it on YouTube.
yeah, dude.
And if it goes well, I mean, YouTube isn't great for like discoverability and stuff,
Well,
but
fair enough. I don't think Twitch is either,
eh,
but
I
yeah.
wouldn't mind giving it a try, uh, even without an audience, just seeing
Yeah.
how it goes.
Well, let me know. We should do it. One of these nights when you're busy, I'll just stream anyway. Up till now, I've pretty much canceled the streams if you weren't available, for all the reasons I said before. But one of these nights when you're busy, I'll just stream anyway, and we'll see how it goes. And I'll play a single player game that I love, and sort of talk through how
Yeah.
it goes. And then when you have some free time, which might might be a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, you should do it. Make a channel, and no, heck, we'll call in and watch you. Yeah, Trees. Yeah, that could be fun. Teresa is our biggest fan. I don't know if you know this, Wesley. Our greatest supporter
Okay.
by far. Um, she said you should come down like in between Christmas and New Year's, and we could stream like both of us on camera right here. Like we'll put your laptop right next to me, and we could do like a real duo stream and play something like that.
Yeah, that might be fun.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Anyway, we're
Anyway,
over.
so I got this fuel going.
was
What are we
gonna say.
actually building?
Yeah, I was just gonna say we're over here chatting about streaming and stuff, and I am paying very little attention to what we're actually doing. It does sound nerdy, Blue Tape. You're right, but then you guys could it'd be like Wesley's face reveal, right? They've never seen you. Not that
Well, I wouldn't want to eclipse your beauty.
I mean, no fear of that. There's no beauty. Anyway, so Satisfactory is the game we're playing. I put base expansion because, let me tell you what I did in my solo world, okay? Oh, Mom wants to know what color Momo's eyes are. Teresa, you know what color Momo's eyes are? Mom wants to know. Maybe. Teresa thinks maybe like yellowish. We'll have to check on that and get back to you. Not even from streams from Rules' house? Yeah, probably. No, the streams we've done at Rules' house, we didn't put a camera on. So we sat next to each other and streamed that way, but we didn't have the webcam. Gold? Maybe. I don't know. We gotta... Yeah, Teresa is agreeing with you from the other room, Mom, that they're gold. Oh, Wesley! What are you doing?
I was trying out these walls. What do you think of these?
They're sweet. I didn't even know that we could make walls. I never built a single wall in my single player world.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not one. And I did beat the game, by the way. Since we streamed last, I completed the final phase. It's got a cool ending. The
Nice.
storyline of this game is sweet.
Launched the metaphorical rocket.
Yeah, I launched the metaphorical rocket, yes, which in this case is a literal rocket, yes.
You know what word I had to use for an assignment recently? It's really difficult to say.
What's that?
Reoperationalization.
Hmm. Yeah, that sounds like baloney to me.
I had to say that in a presentation.
Oh, that's a good
It's
good
been
idea, Mom. And good
a
job
tongue
on
twister.
the PPI or PII stuff. But yes, so and anyway, I titled this stream Base Expansion. But let me tell you what I did in my single player world. Basically, I got to the point we're at right now, where I have smart plating fully automated out of a couple of mines, almost exactly what we have here. And I said, rather than, um, rather than like expand and reconfigure this base, I said I'm just going to let this keep making smart plating for all time, and I'm just going to move and make a new base to build whatever the heck the next thing is. So like tap into new mines, set up new constructors and everything at a new location. So, but in the end, that made it sort of difficult because I ended up with like literally like 7 or 8 different locations where different products were produced. And it turns out in the end of the game that you have to combine everything together, basically. So I was running like very long conveyor belts to bring sort of finished products from these different locations all into one place to make the like most advanced stuff. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you want to just make this base huge and yeah, like you're doing like multi-floor thing, like a vertical base operation, or do you just
I
want to
like
like strike out and build a new thing somewhere else?
we can just build nearby.
Yeah,
Like we don't even have to we don't have to hook it in, but like we could just put some foundations next to this, do
yeah,
different stuff on there.
I agree.
And then if we do want to pick it up later, they're just right there.
Yeah, I like that idea. So the thing is, like, we've tapped into these 3 iron mines right here, or 4, whatever it is, the local iron mines. If you hold V and scan for iron ore, and then open up your map really quick, it will pip all of the iron nodes on the map, so you can sort of see. Ooh, that's a good question. Teresa, is Felicity asleep already? Oh, no, she never goes to bed. She's awake. My mom was wondering.
I'm not sure
Yeah, she's going
if
to.
I'm zoomed really out here. I only see 4 bits of iron on the map.
Yeah, so they fade off. Like, they don't stay on the map. You have to rescan to see them. All of
Does
the
it just
ones...
not scan out very far?
It goes pretty far. But I am a little bit surprised, because I know for a fact... Okay, I'll try. Mom, I'll try to tell you. That there are a bunch of iron mines... I guess it is sort of far away. Like, over there? Here, come with me. Let's go on a journey.
Which direction are you headed?
I'm heading southwest from the base. Picking up some Christmas presents. I'll have to, in between streams, I'll have to look at what these Xmas gifts are for.
I do love all the little festive things around the holidays.
Yeah. I think it's fun when video games get into the spirit of the season, if you will.
Hmm.
Come with me. We will likely get attacked by various boars on our way over here, so...
Oh, let me just put my zapper right on.
Right. Good to stick together here. One thing I would like to work on, you can make these things called blade runners. Oh, we need to go a little bit more straight west, actually. Come with me over here. These things called blade runners that make you run faster and jump higher. And it'd be awful nice to get some of those in the very near future. Well, I hear a slug nearby. Anyway, we'll look for it later.
And you
Yes.
can really with a slide jump.
Yeah, it's the way to go. And that gets like, so when you have the blade runners, because you run faster and jump higher, that slide jump is way better once you get those. Maybe in between streams, I'll go. See, look, these were not popping up on our scan. But they're iron mines
Oh,
right here.
there's oil in here? Don't
Yeah.
suppose you brought any miners?
I might have the stuff to make miners. But look, there's 4 impure nodes on this side of the valley, and on this side of the valley, there's 2 more. None of these showed up on the scan.
Ooh. What a valley.
Yeah.
Is there even a bottom to this?
Even a what?
A bottom?
Oh, over there, no.
Graphics. Man. I was gonna say, I'm not sure if it's just my graphics settings. It looks like a bottomless pit.
I think it is bottomless. That's effectively the edge of the map. But I think you can go to the land on the other side? Is that true? I'm actually not sure if that's, like, playable terrain over there or not. If you, like, built foundations over in a bridge, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, so these would be a, we could get a bunch of resources out of here. These are all impure nodes, which is sort of a pain, but there are a lot of them. And we're not that far. I love how the presents hit the
Have
ground.
the
It's such fun.
resources to make
Do we need
3
that?
miners, but we'd have to run power over here, right?
Yes, we would. So, okay, so, like, in my single-player world, I use this valley to, like, I just built a new factory right here that plugged into all of these. And I think that's not the way to do it. So I think we should plug into these and then belt them back to the base.
All right. Well, here's the first power pole.
Sweet. Let's see. Do I have what we need to make a couple of miners? Nearly.
My goodness, you can go pretty far on a single power pole.
Yep. So they have more advanced, very similar to Factorio. They have more advanced power poles that stretch really far. In my single-player world, I actually never used them. I just ran these ones all over the place.
I mean, look at the length of that.
Yeah, it's not bad. You don't need very many to go a long ways.
All right. Well, if you got the resources to start getting those, get some miners on those.
Yeah, I can do a few. I just need, not you, I need
Connect it right up.
a few of these portable miners, which you can't craft in your inventory for whatever reason. But that's fine. Just throw it on an equipment bench wherever you want. I am low on iron plates, though. I probably need to just come get some. But let's see here. So I don't think, since we're not going to actually build, like, production here in the valley, I don't think we should lay foundations down, right? Just, like, slap the miners down.
I think that makes sense.
Alright. And because these are impure nodes, they only produce... Oh, yeah. Totally out of stinking iron plates and cable. Jeez. Alright, I gotta come back. Each of the impure nodes produce 30 ore per minute, and a tier 1 belt carries 60 ore per minute. So I just placed 2 miners, and that will fill 1 belt. And then we've got 4 more nodes to tap into, so that'll make... Ah, Wesley, come here.
Cool. Alright, let me just finish this one power line.
No problem. Just to your west.
This is a shrine to windows and weaving.
So I think that this is our first alien artifact right here. Right? We haven't found any of these before, have we?
Oh, doesn't look familiar.
Yeah. So check this out.
Consume.
I would like to pick this up. Hello? Excuse me? Game? Please?
Just press E to pick it up.
I am. It's being really weird.
Witness.
Here, I'll grab it.
Go ahead. Well done.
Ooh.
The astrobiologist Dr. D.M. Mercer was the first to recognize the presence and probable nature of these alien artifacts. These chain-melted state spheres are named in his honor. Each sphere emits a unique signal. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application.
There you go. So if we collect and research these Mercer spheres, which is a reference to Matt Mercer of the Critical Role podcast show, whatever it's called.
Really?
Yeah. Have you ever seen Critical Role?
I don't think I've ever sat down to it, but I've seen plenty of the little clips.
Ah. Yeah. Anyway, researching those unlocks dimensional storage, which is very cool. So we'll have to work on that by collecting those Mercer spheres as much as possible. Okay, what was I here for? Iron plates, which are stored. Why are these machines not working, by the way?
Alright, these power lines are hooked all the way back up to
Sweet.
those miners.
What is supposed to be in here? Iron plates.
Alright, so we need a
No
whole
power.
bunch
I
of-
see. Tables. Wesley, I need tables. We
Well,
had
there's
some,
certainly plenty in the box.
yeah, we had some machines that have been slacking because they were not hooked up to power.
Did we have a box with just regular old iron plates going in it?
Yes, it's in the middle.
Yeah, I see iron plates coming out of it. Oh, but there's...
And those are the machines that I was just looking at. The iron plates are not going into it because one of the machines has no power. I'm working on fixing that just this minute.
Alright.
In the meantime.
Well, I'm gonna run a conveyor belt all the way over to those miners.
Yeah, please do. Make sure it's pointing in the wrong direction. I've done it before where I ran a long conveyor belt only to get to the end and realize that I needed it to go the other way. So,
Yeah.
Gently now. Excuse me. What's you? So you are making iron plates. What in the world do you think you are doing? You should also be making iron plates.
Good thing it doesn't become prohibitively expensive to run this stuff around.
Yeah, it's really not too bad. Part of the reason why I did it the way I did in the single player world, where I built separate production in different locations, was to save on what I thought would be difficulty in transporting materials. But I ended up having to do it anyway, and it's really not that expensive. So yeah, it's the way to go for sure. Mom,
Belts route themselves in such strange ways.
They really do. Um, it bothers me when they like clip through things. So I tried really hard to I try to make sure they go over the hills and stuff like that without doing dumb stuff. Anyway, Mom, Felicity just went outside to check Momo's eye color, so maybe she already texted you, but she's working on it. In the meantime, I've collected the required materials for coal power research, so here that goes.
Milestone reached. Power production can now be fully automated by burning coal, which has been added to the resource scanner. Water is also necessary to run the coal-powered generator and will require a network of pipelines to be transported from a water source. To assist with locating and identifying water, Fixit has compiled this guide. Water
You
is
hear
a
this?
somewhat reflective liquid and it may have thick vegetation growing nearby. To test if something is water, try touching it. If it is not solid and does not corrode your suit, it is probably water.
There you go. Well, there you go. Now we've unlocked coal research, or coal power.
Not worth the effort.
We can scan for it now. Ding. So straight south of us is a pure coal node. And another one over there, and a whole bunch. Do you see on the map the 6 coal nodes that are north of us?
Oh, I guess I gotta scan for it
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, you gotta run the scan and then open the map.
Let's see here.
No worries, blue tape.
I see one south of us.
Yeah, so that's a good one that maybe we'll start with. But you should hit 6 more to the north once the
Oh, that's pretty far though.
scan gets there. Yes. So here's what I propose. I propose that we use the one straight south of us to start some basic coal generation, but eventually that big clump of coal up to the north, it's right by that very big lake. I don't know if you can see the lake. Is a really famous spot to set up coal power that I used in my single player world, and almost everybody does because those are the 2 things you need. So I think we could get a pretty decent one going with that one node to the south for now, and then plan on expanding in a more permanent way up to the north once we hit.
Yeah, sounds like a plan to me.
Mom also has a message for you. She says, "Tell Wesley I put his milk in the fridge. If he wants more, she can bring it."
All right.
Okay, here you go, Wes. I want you to plug that line into this guy right here.
All right.
Ta-da!
All the way back up to the base.
Yep, and here she comes.
Why do these both seem to be putting out a full belt?
It's because they've been running for a few seconds, and they've built up a little backlog in their internal inventory. But once that is extracted, it will take both of them to make a full belt. Yeah?
Gross.
Probably. Here, we're about to hop off. I can help you. We have used our the amount of time we said we would use for our stream tonight, Wes. Should we hop off and let you go work on your homework?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay.
We did manage to make up progress.
we did.
managed to make progress.
I will claim that unlocking the coal power is big progress. I don't think I will go ahead and I won't build the coal power off stream, but I might do some other things. Maybe I'll get the miner on the coal and sort of pipe it to a place or belt it to a place that's useful, and then we can do the final construction of the coal power next time we stream. And the other thing I might do is just wander around and find a little bit of quartz so that I can get us some blade runners so we can get around faster.
All right. Yeah, it really didn't seem too bad to just set up a cross-country belt.
Yeah. So I think what we should really do, in fact, we should do it now. I want to take this belt off because I want to lay new foundations, like right here,
Oh yeah.
so that we can start using this iron to produce, well, you can see the next things we need. We need a whole bunch of smart plating, which we're already making behind us, but to start getting into these next items. And one thing we're going to need to get into those is steel production, which requires coal and iron to be combined. But we have to do the research first, so that'll be a whole nother thing. I think we should do it after we get some coal power running. So, yeah. So that'll be something we'll work on next time.
Speaking of production,
Mhm.
I mean, I know we go pretty heavy on these construction games, but I propose
Yes?
on Thursday,
Yes?
should we check out the last of the 3 starting planets for Factorio?
Yes, I'm totally fine to do that. And in fact, I have a favor to ask.
Yeah?
First of all, let it be known, for the record, this will be on YouTube for all time, I am a coward and a fool, all right? I've said it. I want you
Cool.
to join me in my single-player Factorio world and help me figure out Gleba. I just can't, like, it's so daunting that I don't want to play. But I want to play, I just don't want to play Gleba, if that makes sense.
Well, let's do it then. Do you have a pretty good... Can you get around from planet to planet
Yes.
on your world?
Yep, I have
Yeah,
no
good
problem.
space platform.
Yep, my little compact little space platform does really well at that. You can't do it real often because I just run out of bullets. But as long as you let it like sit for 20 minutes and store bullets up, then it's totally fine. No problem.
Should we
So-
check out the... Should we do them both on your world then? Check out the new planet and get a go on Gleba?
No. We should
Okay.
check out the new planet
So,
on
check
your
out the
world
new planet
and
on
then
my
switch
world.
to my world. Here's what I want you to do. Send me a message in Discord or text me. Like your wish list of items and research that you want to be unlocked to make Gleba doable, and I will put in the prep work so that you can just help me with the logistics of it on Gleba itself.
All right.
All right. That'll be the plan for Thursday. Thank you, chat, for joining us. It's super fun. Get back into some Satisfactory. Thanks for joining me, Wes. Go do some homework and pass your finals, okay? How's that?
Do my best.
Okay, thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.